The shed was on the back side of the house, but way back. However, you can see when she's walking back, I hear her say, "What did he do now?" All right? She's talking to herself. But I heard it. So I said, okay. So he comes, "What'd you do? You didn't buy that, did you?" And now she's looking at me over the top of her glasses, you know. I'm getting this. So I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You didn't take that out of any of the house funds or anything, right?" I said, "No." She says, "What'd you pay for it?" "Oh, I don't even want to know," she goes. So anyway, after I cleaned it all up, painted the bottom, got it ready, the following year we put it in. Because this was somewhere around September. So anyway, I put it in the water, and I said, "Come on down." I said, "You can help me just get things ready, clean it up a little bit. I want to take it for a little ride outside in the harbor." And yada, yada, yada. Well, she was hooked. Next thing you know, we're going to a boat show in Clinton Harbor. And I had to get out early that night because we wanted to get up there. Because they gave us the weekend a free slip. So I wanted to get up there early. And, before it started getting dark, because it was getting that time. So, but John, he also had things to do. So, seeing that he's the owner of this particular store, I was only the management. And he said, "Geez," he says, I got a doctor's appointment, which he did for his back. So, all right. So he got back as quick as he could, and I left and picked up Darlene, went down to the boat, and we're getting ready to go. It's starting to get a little dark out. Now, here's the story. I put on a GPS chart plotter. I put on a Raytheon radar. I had floodlights on both sides, remote, so I was ready to go. Depth sounders. Pull out and away we go. Well, we pull out of New Haven Harbor, which is about a 10-minute ride. It seems like that anyway. We get out of New Haven Harbor, and now we have to head east. Just as I started passing Branford, it started getting dark, and the fog started coming in. The fog had gotten so dense that, again, you couldn't see where the hell you were going. When it came to the channel markers and stuff and the buoys that are out there, you can hear them, but you couldn't see them. It's like going out at night with blindfold. Well, Darlene starts getting nervous. And I said to her, "Listen, worst comes to worst, we'll just drop anchor. We'll put on the lights, we'll drop anchor, and I'll set the timer on the horn, so at that point we'll just spend the night. Who cares? We had provisions on the board." Oh, no. Well, at this point, we are now anchored because we can't see a fachim thing. It's dark, it's cloudy, it's foggy. You can't, nothing. You could hear voices, so we knew we were close to shore. Now, I got a GPS chart plotter, and I got radar, and a depth sounder. They're showing that I'm in 8 feet of water, so that kind of tells me as well, where I was, that I'm kind of there. But again, I really didn't know where the hell I was. Nor did I read up on anything that I had. So I had no idea what to do with the radar, nor did I have any idea to do with the chart plotter. If I had, we wouldn't have been in that position. Now, the Clinton Harbor is not something that you want to go into unless you know it or you can see it somehow, either on radar, chart plotter, or visually. Because you could be here, it's probably 30 feet wide, but you're looking off to the side, you can see the bottom of the water. It's only like this far. It's only like a foot or two deep. It's almost like, which it wasn't, but it was almost like they built a cinder block wall or a concrete wall in the ground to keep the sides from washing in. I mean, it was that neat and clean. You know, so if you go off just a little bit, you know, you're on land. You're going to hit bottom. Now on low tide, you can see it because it's sticking up. You know, but on the high tide, unless you're there, you can't tell. Well, we weren't far. It was here, and we were right here. So anyway, she says, "What are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" So every now and then I'll give a little toot on the horn. First of all, we got anchor dropped. We know we're safe. We're close because we hear people talking. All right, we're on low tide, and we have about 8 feet of water, so we should be okay. She's getting all kinds of nervous. So anyway, I call up Dominic, Killenbeck, Cito, and I call him up. I said, "Listen, can you send one of your guys out here? All right, we got lost in the fog. We're stuck out here. You know, I was just going to spend the night until everything lifted, you know, and then at that point, take care of it in the morning." But I said, "My wife is a little upset." He goes, "All right." So he sends out a Cito boat, and next thing you know, they're on the radio, and they're saying, "Do you see the light?" Meaning he has a strobe on top of the boat. And I'm looking around, and I said, "I see the light." All right. "Yeah, I see the light." He goes, "From where you are, all right, can you shine something my way?" I said, "Yeah, put one of my floodlights on you." So anyway, I put the floodlight, and I told him where my bow was facing at the time and where he was. I told him my bow was about 5 o'clock. I'm sorry, 5 degrees on the land. I says, "And you're off about 5 o'clock." He goes, "Oh, okay." He says, "Just turn around and head for the light." Basically, I was all clear from where I was to where he was. And on the way, another boat, a couple of fishermen that been out all day and been filling the tank, they were lost. And they seen that light, so they were heading towards that, and they kind of came up on us first. And they said, "Where you headed? We're lost." I said, "Well, I'm heading into Clinton Harbor. Can we follow you?" "Yeah." I says, "You know you're getting a free ride here." Yeah. So at that point, yeah. And so we both followed Cito in and spent the night. And the next thing you know, we bought another boat. We bought a bigger one. We bought a 32-foot, 34 overall. No, I'm sorry. It was a 32-foot. The water line was measured 32 feet on this one. That's how they measured it. It was 2-foot platform. It was 35 overall with the pulpit and the platform. So anyway, we ended up buying that. So here she was, a nervous wreck. The next day she's, we're buying another boat and taking it out of the house funds. So then I had to sell ours. I didn't think about trading it in. I mean, if you do, you lose anyway. So anyway, I got it back with the old boat on a Sunday and put a for sale sign on it. And next thing you know, Monday when I'm at work, I get a call. They want to buy it.